In the late 1960s, southeastern Nigeria became one of the most devastated regions in modern African history. Bombs fell, markets burned, universities shut down, entire towns were reduced to rubble. But today, those same cities stand tall, rebuilt, reborn, and in many cases, thriving. This is the story of resilience. This is the story of reconstruction. This is the story of cities that refuse to disappear.
Nigeria, a nation whose borders were drawn by colonial map makers, was a fragile mix of different ethnic groups. Tensions between the government, largely run by the Hausa Fulani people, and the Igbo people of the eastern region finally exploded. After facing horrific violence and political exclusion, the Igbo people declared their independence, forming the Republic of Biafra. The Nigerian government's response was swift and brutal. It declared war. This was the start of the Nigerian Civil War, a devastating conflict that would kill over 1 million people, many of them from starvation.
On March 20th, 1968, Nigerian 2nd Division troops marched through Abagana, where they were attacked by the Biafra troops. The Abagana happened. The Abagana ambush was an ambush by Biafran guerrilla troops led by Major Jonathan Uchendu that wiped out the Nigerian 2 Division. Of the 6,000 Nigerian troops ambushed, only a very small number survived, including the 2nd Division's commander, General Murtala Mohammed.
Abagana. In October 1967, Abagana became one of the most significant battlegrounds for the Civil War. What followed was brutal retaliation. Homes were torched, entire quarters flattened, families fled into forest. The town was nearly erased, but today, Abagana is peaceful and rebuilt, with modern homes, improved roads, thriving commerce, and growing real estate. Where was stood ruins, now stands concrete mansions. The lesson: destruction is temporary. Identity is permanent.
Two federal battalions faced the Biafrans. The real attack took place further west, near Nsukka, an affluent market town that had recently been blessed with the University of Nsukka, which had been renamed the University of Biafra. On July 8th, the remaining 6 battalions of the Nigerian army camped in the main ASICs near Nsukka marched in. They pushed roughly 4 miles before becoming stranded. The Biafrans fought back tenaciously, despite having only about 3,000 men in arms in that sector, compared to the Nigerians with about 6,000 men and a handful of light arms and ammunition. The Nigerians were able to seize and destroy the town of Nsukka as well as the university, but they were unable to go any further.
Nsukka, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Nsukka was not just a town, it was an intellectual capital. The University of Nigeria, Nsukka, was heavily bombed. Academic buildings damaged, lecturers fled, students scattered. For a time, silence replaced scholarship. Today, the campus is one of the largest in West Africa. Thousands of students walk its grounds. Research continues. Innovation thrives. The same soil, once scarred by craters, now hosts graduation ceremonies.
Umuahia local government area is one of the biggest council areas in Anambra State. Created in 1976 during the General Murtala Mohammed and Obasanjo regime, It has 10 communities, including Uli community, which played an important role during the bloody civil war that lasted for 30 months. An airstrip was built by the defunct Biafran soldiers and engineers as a critical support base for both soldiers and civilians when the Enugu airport was lost to the federal troops.
Uli became a lifeline during the war, a secret airstrip under constant threat. Bombings were relentless. Villages around it suffered devastation. Today, Uli is quiet, agricultural, and calm. The airstrip is mostly gone, but history remains etched in memory. A reminder that even strategic war zones can return to simplicity.
This is the road to Umuahia, the last big town still in Biafran hands. Colonel Ajukwu's final refuge, where he's reported to have a bunker and ready to defend to the very last. Federal troops marching on down the road. It has to be on foot. The retreating Biafrans have dug huge holes and felled big trees across the road. And from now on, before those holes can be filled, there's got to be a lot of foot slogging.
Umuahia, once the wartime capital of Biafra, Umuahia was a major military target. Bombings, displacement, and economic paralysis. Yet today, Umuahia stands as the administrative capital of Abia State. Modern government complexes, growing road networks, and emerging real estate corridors. From war headquarters to peaceful governance hub, Umuahia rises.
The exact degree of complicity of some of the British officials in Nigeria remained a matter of speculation in Biafra. In his confession, though, Banjo implicated the British Deputy High Commission in Benin and the High Commission in Lagos as having been his liaison men with Awolowo and Gowon. Correspondents in Lagos later remarked they had noticed a sudden buoyancy among British officials in the middle of September, a confident assurance that it will all be over in a few days. This was in stark contrast to the near panic of 20th August and a prophecy hardly merited by the military situation. But after the attempted coup against Ojukwu, things actually changed. The damage in Biafra was enormous.
Aba was once among Nigeria's most vibrant commercial cities. The war crippled factories, markets collapsed, infrastructures were destroyed. But Aba did something remarkable. It rebuilt itself through enterprise. Today, Owerri International Market is one of Africa's largest informal manufacturing hubs. Shoes, garments, leather goods, and local industries thrive. War destroyed structures. It did not destroy the entrepreneurial spirit of the Aba people.
On September 20th, 1967, the Nigerian 2nd Division under General Murtala Mohammed forced all Biafran soldiers within Nigeria's midwestern region to retreat eastwards back towards Biafra. In an attempt to halt the Nigerian advance, retreating Biafran soldiers destroyed the River Niger Bridge at Onitsha, trapping the Nigerians on the other side of the river. On October 1967, 2nd Division soldiers entered Asaba and began setting up artillery positions on the banks of the Niger River, while 2nd Division soldiers began preparing for an invasion.
Asaba. Asaba witnessed one of the darkest massacres of the war. Families torn apart. Homes got destroyed. Today, Asaba is one of Nigeria's fastest growing state capitals. Modern government buildings, expanding residential estates, River Niger views lined with development, from tragedy to transformation.
The Biafran 11th Division, which consisted of the 11th, 12th, and 18th Battalions, was given the task of defending Onitsha. The 12th Battalion under Col Mike Inveso was responsible for defending the area between Ida and Nsukka. The 18th Battalion under Kolbe Rassam Nasudo was responsible for defending Onitsha town, Nemp the 11th Battalion under Mage. Joseph Ahuzi defended the area between Atani and Ndoni. The beaches around Onitsha were heavily mined and were backed up by Biafran machine guns and anti-tank weapons.
Owerri. Owerri was once heavily bombed in the final stages of the war. Entire districts flattened, but today, Owerri is known for hospitality, hotels, nightlife, and expanding suburbs. From rubbles to recreational capital, Owerri leads Nigeria in hospitality, entertainment, events, and fun. This city rose from the dark ages of the conflict to rising to being Nigeria's most hospitable, commercial, and vibrant city.
On October 4, 1967, General Mohammed ordered Nigerian artillery to begin bombarding Onitsha. 8 days later, General Mohammed personally led a 10-boat armada carrying 5,000 Nigerian soldiers across the Niger River into Onitsha. The Biafran 18th Battalion resisted stubbornly, but were forced to retreat in disarray. However, according to history, instead of pursuing the retreating Biafrans and occupying the town, the Nigerians turned their attention to looting and burning the Onitsha market to the ground. This gave the 18th Battalion time to reorganize and make a counterattack. The 11th Battalion under Majachuzi made their way up the New Market Road, while the 18th Battalion under Kolren Sudo swung down the Old Market Road towards Onitsha. Nigerian soldiers stationed in Onitsha were totally routed, and most were either killed or taken prisoner. Undaunted, General Mohammed ordered a 5,000-man reserve from Lagos to cross the Niger River into Onitsha, but they were once again defeated. General Mohammed ordered troops under Lieutenant Col Ipula Alani Akinrinade to make a third assault on Onitsha, but were once again thwarted by the Biafran 11th and 18th Battalions. It was now when General Mohammed realized there was no hope in attacking Onitsha from Asaba.
Onitsha do, otunko Onitsha, Onitsha do, iyoko, Onitsha do, Otunko Onitsha, Onitsha do ni do.
Onitsha's strategic location made it a key battleground. The famous Niger Bridge was destroyed. Markets collapsed. Yet, today, Onitsha main market is among the largest in West Africa. Trade flows daily. Transport corridors hums with activity. Commerce returned stronger than before. Onitsha leads in trade and commerce in Nigeria and across West Africa, sending goods across the region from Nigeria to Benin, Ghana, Cameroon, and many other countries across Africa and beyond.
Early reports like these from Biafra were on film in black and white. Colour film was to follow.
2 minutes later, and the Biafrans are having trouble getting their troops to advance from their forward positions. Most of their bullets are going into the ground ahead.
And he began the audacious task of heading towards Ida in the north. The second invasion of Onitsha, in December 1967, the Nigerian 2nd Division under Kol Murtala Mohammed, along with the Nigerian 6th Battalion under Latakolan Shehu Musa Yar Adua, crossed the Niger River at Ida and made their way to Enugu.
Enugu, once the capital of the secessionist states, endured bombing and occupation, coal mines disrupted, civic buildings damaged. Today, Enugu is modernizing rapidly. Urban renewal, smart city ambitions, expanding real estate. The coal city did not fade, it evolved. Today, Enugu is rated as one of the cleanest and neatest cities in Nigeria. It also has the most serene environment amongst all Nigerian cities. Enugu looks good, both on paper and in reality. These cities were once burning landscapes. Today, they are proof of something powerful. You can destroy buildings, you can bomb roads, you can flatten markets, but you cannot erase determination. From Abagana to Enugu, from Aba to Asaba, the region rebuilt, brick by brick, idea by idea, generation by generation. History remembers the destruction, but the future belongs to the rebuilt. As the sun sets over these cities today, children play where craters once scarred the earth. Markets bustle where silence once ruled. Universities lecture where bombed once fell. History tried to bury these towns in smoke and rubble, but they rebuilt. Not because it was easy, not because help came quickly, but because the people refused to disappear. Abagana, Nsukka, Uli, Umuahia, Aba, Asaba, Owerri, Onitsha, and Enugu. Each one carries scars, but each one also carries strength. And perhaps that is the greatest lesson of all. Cities can be destroyed, but spirit cannot. If this story moved you, if you believe resilience deserves to be remembered, then support this channel by clicking subscribe and turning on notification, because here on Ten10 Media, we tell the stories others forgot. Comment below in the comment section. Let us know which of these cities surprised you the most. Let's preserve history together. Like this video so more people can learn what truly happened and how far these cities have come. Share this documentary with someone who needs to see proof that rebirth is possible. Until the next story, this is Ten10 Media, documenting the past, explaining the present, and imagining the future. Thanks for watching.